Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a flawless foundation routine. I've been practicing for a while now and I finally am really happy with my base makeup. So if you want to see how I get this, please keep on watching. So the first thing you want to do is make sure your face is nice and washed and clean. And then you want to moisturize with whatever moisturizer works for you. I use the Belif Aqua Bomb. And then you're going to prime your face. I'm going to be using Makeup Forever Step 1. And the main thing you want to do is let that primer sink in. Do not apply foundation right away. Let it sink in, let it dry. And then for foundation, I'm going to be using MAC's Studio Fix Fluid in NC42, and I'm going to apply this with a beauty blender. I find this is the best way to apply it. And as you see, I'm applying a very thin layer, but I'm going to focus first on the areas where I have like the most kind of problems, which is like around my cheeks because there's like some discoloration there. And then I'm going to move on to the rest of my face, but I am going to avoid the mouth area because this foundation tends to crease a lot, which is why I avoided it for so long. But I love the coverage on this. But the trick is to use just a really light layer, which is what I'm doing right now. So using a really light layer, really blending it nice and evenly and really just bouncing that product. Don't swipe, don't move it around, just bounce it. Do not need too much foundation on your face. The more cream you have, the more likely you're gonna get like that cakiness and like just heaviness look. And then I'm gonna color correct. This is NYX color corrector, and I'm gonna color correct around my mouth, which is where I didn't apply the foundation. You can of course color correct before if you want to. I'm gonna be honest, I did kind of forget, but it's totally fine because I didn't have foundation on that anyways. So I color corrected, applied a very thin layer. And then I'm gonna apply the Makeup Forever HD foundation. And the reason I'm applying this one is because the colors are the same. It's gonna match me perfectly. However, this foundation is thinner and it doesn't crease as much as the MAC one. So it's just much better to apply in the mouth area. And then I'm gonna conceal with Wet n Wild Radiant Concealer. Is it Radiant Concealer? Am I mixing that up? Anyway, I'm just applying a thin amount. I know it looks like a lot, but it's really not. This is a very light concealer and it blends out like a dream. So it's just not gonna feel very like heavy. And when you blend it out, you want to kind of look up so you can get rid of the creasing. There's always gonna be kind of a little bit of creasing, especially if you have a lot of lines under your eyes. It's just how the texture of the skin is under there. But to have minimal creasing, this is the best way. Blend it out a lot to the point where it's almost dry. And then I'm gonna cream contour. This is a Makeup Forever one. All the products will be listed below, so don't worry about that. But I'm cream contouring. It's totally optional, you don't have to, but I like using a very light layer of cream contour sometimes because it adds a little bit more dimension to my face. You want to use something that's easy to blend and something that's really light and has a kind of coolish undertone. This is kind of more of a neutral undertone. It's not too warm, which is why it works for a contour. And then I'm gonna blend it out with a beauty blender as well, and you'll see it creates just a really like natural kind of contour to my face without looking too much, and it's really, I promise you, it's not gonna look cakey at all. Then I'm gonna set with the Sacha Buttercup powder. Now I find that the trick to this, if you have dry skin, is to let it set for a little bit. Do not keep it under your eyes for a really long time because then it just gets very powdery. I like to set like the highlights of my face and under my eyes, my chin, my forehead. And yeah, I leave it on for about a minute. I forgot to blend out my nose contour. But yeah, I only leave it on for about a minute and then I brush it away. If you have like oily skin, you could definitely leave it on for more. But what I like about this is it gives me like that yellow bright kind of look without looking too powdery. And then I'm gonna use this Real Techniques Kabuki brush. It's like a new one they have. Look at how pretty it is, the blue bristles. Anyway, so I'm using a MAC powder and I'm applying this on my face. I'm just pressing this into my skin. I'm not moving it around. If you swipe, it's just gonna move around the cream products. So you just wanna press that on your skin, and this is gonna give more coverage and it's gonna look more flawless. And then I'm gonna bronze with the Rimmel bronzer and using this Real Techniques powder brush that I love. You can just see how soft it is. Do you guys see how soft that is? It's amazing, and it gives like the most natural bronze look to the face. And so yeah, I'm just applying this around the perimeters of my face to just really warm it up. And then this is totally optional, but I'm going to use the Kat Von D Shade Light palette. I'm going to use the yellow color and apply this under my eyes for even more of a brightness. But again, you don't have to do that. I just really like a really bright under eye. And then I'm going to apply some blush using a really fluffy Real Techniques brush. I'm going to just really blend that blush into my bronzer, so it just looks really nice and even and seamless. And then highlight. Again, this is totally optional. It depends on what kind of look you like. If you like a matte look, just skip it. And then I'm just gonna finish off the rest of my face. By the way, this eye look is on my Instagram if you want to check it out. And yeah, that's really it. I don't like using setting sprays a lot because I feel like it changes the texture of my face and my makeup. So I tend to avoid setting sprays. This makeup usually lasts me all day long. And yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you found it helpful. Thank you so much for watching. Leave your comments below. And thanks guys for watching. Bye.